Good afternoon, everyone. Rugged Pine here. I'm out at Cranberry Flats today. Just a nice little day walk. Just gonna get out, get some fresh air, enjoy the sunshine, what there is of it. This is the top of the trailhead. It's so well camouflaged I can't see where it's coming from. Okay, got my watch out. According to the watch, it's about 20 to 5 in the afternoon. Now, you put the sun on the hour hand. Which, there we go. And at 12 o'clock, which is down and to the left here, and you bisect the two angles, and that'll give you south in the northern hemisphere. So approximately where the 2 o'clock or the 2 is. So, turns out I'm facing directly west in the general sense. And instead of walking further away from my car, which I know is behind me at approximately the 9 o'clock section, I'm actually going to take this trail to my right, which will give me a bit of a loop back and closer toward the riverbank. Okay, see you in a bit. That's what it looks like without the sun and the glare of the light. There you go. So you bisect where the hour hand is, and the 12 o'clock, which would be about the 2, a little after, that's south. Now I want to go a little bit northwest so I can get back to the riverbank. Point of interest, this is a walking trail. This is a deer trail. Looks like it's well used, it's well worn into the ground. But I'm gonna go that way. Oh, it smells beautiful out here. A little bit swampy and freshwatery, but for the most part, not too bad for mosquitoes. Smell the grasses, smell the trees. Water right here, or land is a little bit boggy, but nothing I can't just dampen the soles of my shoes on. And this, folks, is the South Saskatchewan River. I brought along my little isobutane heaters. I'm going to stop and have a coffee and a snack. Definitely tell I'm the interloper. Holy community bout here. Everybody's just a chatterbox. Okay, so what I brought out here today is the isobutane fuel system. And what we're going to do is put on the screw-on burner on it and boil up some water. One will be a hot chocolate, and the other one I think is a tea. And we'll just show you how these little burners work. Okay, so this is one. Comes in a little orange box. I got it off Amazon.ca. This one burns, if I remember correctly, at about 3,000 BTUs. And just comes in this neat little box. And just nice and compact, fits in the palm of your hand. It only weighs about just a couple ounces, 96 grams or something. Comes tucked in there. And what you do is unfold it. So this one it's made of stainless steel. And it has little arms here, so you can open these up if you need a little bit wider base for your cooking surface. Little pot or your steel mug or whatever. The other one I want to show you is this little guy. Actually, it's upside down. All of the arms swing over top. And this little guy off of Amazon.ca was only $9. That's because he is just the burner. There's no ignition source on him here. You just screw him onto the top of your isobutane. This adjusts your flame right here. And you have to light it with an external heat source. So in that case, I brought along my lighters, and I'll show you that one as well. One thing you got to remember about the bottom of these burners, there's a tiny little rubber seal in the bottom of every single one of them. Make sure before you install it, that little seal is there, because it prevents fuel escaping from it. If that little rubber ring isn't there, do not use it. It's not safe. Gas will escape the bottom, and then when you go to light it, it just becomes a torch. You got to make sure that's on there. Same thing with this one. Right here. Little ring, little rubber ring. So I'll go ahead and attach that, and we'll get it going and make some tea. So these little stoves go on your isobutane containers. It's a combination of butane and propane fuel mix. And the idea is the propane will boil at a lower temperature at about 1 Celsius, but the butane stops boiling at about 40 Celsius. And if you put the two together, not only do you get a longer burn time, but a fuel that supposedly burns in cooler weather as well. It's really warm out today. It's like plus 27 Celsius. It's really humid. That's not going to be a problem. But it's a really fast and efficient fuel source when you're on the trail or just going out to a day camp or day hike and just want a little snack. So I'll show you how to do it. Pop off your little top. Listen for any escaping gas sounds. That's good. It means the container is safe to use. Screw that on. Still listening for any escaping gas sounds? Nope, you're all good. Let's open that up again. Okay, so we're going to open this up and turn it on. Hope you can hear that. That's the isobutane escaping. There we go. Find a nice stable ground support for it, where it's nice and level. Okay, that's just room temperature water. I just filled that out of my mug before I came out. So, I'll put on the setting on my clock for a timer and we'll see how long it takes to boil. Couple bubbles breaking the surface already, which is really good. Okay, I don't know if you can see it, but it's starting to steam. Okay, one way to speed this up is to put a lid on it. Drop all that heat in there. While I'm waiting for my tea to boil, I'll just let you watch the river. Oh, there's that goose. See if I can zoom in on it. Oh! Good thing I put the lid on it. That didn't take long. We are at... Okay, let's turn this off. We don't need to waste any fuel. Let's turn the little dial at the back there from on to off. And I think I'm going to go with whiskey flavored tea. I actually got this from Scotland. It's really nice. It's got a nice woodsy taste to it. Just a nice calming tea. Perfect for sitting around out here or around a campfire before bedtime. Just kind of relaxes. Alright, bottoms up. Got some lunch to go with my tea. Well, that was a good lunch. But I'm going to make another cup with the other burner this time. I'm going to make it French vanilla. Now, the interesting thing you need to know about isobutane or butane or any of the fossil fuels in general, when they boil, they freeze. So, when you're using this even in the middle of summer, but especially in the middle of winter, you can turn this off, and this will be burning hot because these are stainless steel. But the canister itself will be freezing cold, below zero. So what you have to do is, once you've turned this down, turned it off, you let it sit for 5 or 10 minutes, and then the fuel will come back up to room temperature, and then it'll be safe to touch it. So this right now, it's been probably about 10 minutes. This was freezing before, could really cold to the fingers, but now this is just normal room temperature. I can touch it, no problem. So, take it off in reverse. Make sure you don't hear gas hissing and escaping. If you do, make sure you take care of the canister. You get rid of it, or, get someone to pay attention to it right away if that fuel. Do not let any of that fuel touch your skin or your eyes. It'll literally cook your skin in a frostbite kind of way, and then that skin is dead. You will always have pain, and it'll just be frostbite, permanent frostbite. So that's the thing about these. They're really handy, but there is a danger to using them. Just be careful about it. Now, what I said about this burner being about 3,000 BTUs, you can see the size of it. That's a fairly big burner. It's about the size of a quarter. The one I'm going to show you next is only about a 15 to 1800 15 to 1800 BTUs, and you can see the difference in size in those cooking surfaces. Okay, so I'll take this apart and get the other one on there, and we'll show you what it can do. That gas you heard escaping was because it was on. Turn it off, and now it's safe to use. Finish putting it on. Okay, this opens up. Gives you a cooking platform to put your cup on. Okay, remember this little guy that comes from Amazon, $8, $9, $10? Remember I said he doesn't have his own ignition switch, so we have to use our lighter here. This one, cooking-wise, is about equivalent to the other ones, so it's going to take about the same amount of time, but I'll time it anyway. Okay, this might look like it's taking a little longer, but I just realized I don't have the heat cranked all the way up like I did on the other one, so it's not putting as many BTUs through. Yeah, but it's breaking the water surface there, so there we go. We have boiling. Okay, that cup is steaming hot. It hasn't been running that long, so it is cool to the touch, but it's not freezing frigid cold. And got me a cookie, so I'm going to enjoy that, and we'll see you back shortly. Okay, normally I clean up as I go along, but I wanted to leave my mess here just to get across the message that you pack in, you pack out. So what you bring into your site, you take out. And if there's anybody else's garbage with you along the way, you pack that up and be kind to the environment. Take it along with you out as well. Just because it's not yours, just don't go, oh, I didn't bring that. Not my responsibility. It's everyone's responsibility to clean up the environment. Even just a little extra piece of scrap of paper or plastic helps. I don't know if you can see that. Right along the water surface. Sploosh in the pond. Okay, so we'll take this apart first, and then I'll clean up. Then I'll show you how to pack these little things back into their containers. So this is room temperature again. It's been sitting for about another 10-15 minutes. I didn't pay attention. I was just enjoying the water. Oh. Okay, so we're left with our two pieces. Just gonna pack them up and put them away. Remember, this one's just super light. This one's really good for trails if you're doing endurance. Oh, wrong direction. It only weighs just a few grams. It's the lightest thing you can pretty much find in the market. Okay, and we're going to turn that, just open it a little bit so it's sideways. And then that way we can flip it up and stuff it in its little pack. See, this one goes this direction. And same thing, just open this one a little bit so that it can pop up this way and slide into the box. So my area is clean. I'm good. Got all my stuff in my backpack, but I do see a little bit of extra garbage around here. Shove that in my pocket and away we go. I'll see you up the hill. We're going the way we came, that direction. Not sure what this bird is, but it just flew by me with something in its mouth that looked like a worm. Maybe a chunk of grass. Oh, it's a squirrel. There he is. Let's see where he's going. That's it for this hike. I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.